Welcome to a two-tower boss event. Wait, this isn't right. That's not the introduction I usually start with. Ah, that's more like it. 2TC is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to place down only 2 towers and be able to complete an entire game of chimps using just those 2 towers. Today we're doing this with the Blooncineration and Obyn. And Obyn is what the Blooncineration exactly needs. Yes, some of those words were off, and I know that, but we're gonna go with it. And in a lot of scenarios, you'll probably be like, well, Flare Bloons, why on earth did you put the mortar on the tree stump itself? This is an ideal spot for other towers, not for your mortar, since it does the same thing, regardless of where you put it. Well, do not worry, because we're not going to place Obyn up there. In fact, we're going to place Obyn in a different spot so that we may be able to get as much track coverage as possible. So obviously the most difficult aspect of the run in the early game is starting, which is why I think that we're going to be in for a fun one today. Most difficult part sometimes is trying to get control of the speed of the balloons themselves, because you don't want too many red balloons near the exit of the screen. But at the same time, if the inaccuracy of the mortar is always doing you in, then it leads to results like this where there's going to be a balloon that escapes. That's a bit better. I think we can work with this, just so that a mortar shell is not missing. Sometimes the money spent on increased accuracy feels worth it because of the lack of accuracy with the spread in which it would be possible to fire a shell down onto the field. How was that so difficult on my previous 2 attempts? I don't know. If we manage to keep them tied to here, that would be great, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Or is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible to do the 2-tower chimps achievement finally? Not this attempt. Idealistically, this is where you would want something like rapid reload, but if we go with rapid reload, then our run is infinitely harder because rapid reload doesn't provide the firepower which we need. Fire, power, get it? Is this going to be enough though? No, definitely not because of a lack of accuracy. This is looking good. Now all we need to do is pop these remnants and then we should be done with round 9. Round 9 is probably the most difficult of the rounds with single digits to determine if you can actually get through the game. And we're going to put Obyn here. Sounds stupid because, you know, Obyn has only got a little bit of reach over here, a little bit of reach over here, and a little bit of reach near the end. Now the reason why I want Obyn here is just for, like, we've got early access, mid access, late access. I don't want Obyn to cover as much of the track as in, like, be in a spot where the majority of its range is actually covering a large portion of the map. I just want access to that side of the map so that then we can help out our mortar here when it comes to popping the zebras before we get to Blooncineration and also purple balloons as well with the wall of trees. Or it's more like a monument with Mountain Guardian Obyn here. But now that we have Obyn down, our early game is now much more accessible. Obyn is a strong early game hero, but he does fall off as the late game goes, but he's going to be exactly what we need for rounds like 61, 95, 98, etc. And 62 as well, can't forget about 62. Although Shattering Shells doesn't have trouble. We don't have trouble burning purple balloons, since initially it's an explosive damage type, not a plasma or a fire, etc. It starts with explosive, then fire the pools of lava on the field, which then the purples will triumph over us. Okay, signal flare up and active. Need that camera detection as soon as possible, although in doubt, if we don't get signal flare by 24, we do have Obyn's brambles that he can spawn down. Sometimes my explanations are just far too long-winded and it doesn't get to the point, and I do apologize about that. Oh, pink balloon alert! Pink balloon alert! Pink balloon alert. I'm saying in such rapid succession, but it doesn't even spell out in words, more like mumbles. Okay, here we go. Black balloons. No thank you, no thank you. That's why we need Obyn. Where he is. Balloon Buster Online. Busting them balloons. And it feels like one of my mortar shells was just cancelled out. it took so long for the next explosion to appear on the screen. Black balloon. I don't like the fact that sometimes Obyn just spawns his brambles right on top of where the balloons are. Perhaps I need to wait until there's no balloons left around this area and then put down brambles for the brambles to either spawn over here or up here. 26. Can we do it? Just about. And I don't like the fact that once again his brambles decided to spawn right on top of a balloon rather than being in a more strategic area. Oh, just about with that blue balloon. I did not like those chances there, and I don't like the fact that you're transforming the leads into pink balloons, going from a very slow, very controllable target to a very uncontrollable target, which is the only thing that's faster than a yellow balloon. Here we go. Lead balloon devastation, and make it double. Actually, I think 41 could be a challenge as well, not gonna lie. 41, eh? Regrows. No! I thought I had it under control. Yeah, again, you're spawning brambles in such a stupid place. Can this be done? Regrows. Nope. I don't like those chances. And they're going to be even faster. But we managed it. I think we managed it. We definitely managed it. Don't worry. Over time, Obyn will get more powerful. The longer you leave him, the more powerful he gets. I think that's how it works, right? Heroes and their leveling up progression. 32. And once again, you spawn a bramble anywhere where I want it. Anywhere not where I want it to be, sorry. Anywhere but where I want it to be. Seems like there's just a guaranteed chance for his brambles to spawn over here rather than in a better spot. One thing I don't like about Obyn is his lack of consistency. Actually, this rate, it's a lot of consistency. Just spawn it in the same spot over and over again. Oh, for goodness sakes, that's really dumb. It's like, I put you on first, but yet you don't spawn your brambles to target the firstmost balloons. You spawn it in the middle of the map. But I'll put you on strong so that hopefully you target those zebra balloons. And once again, you're not... I don't like bramble mechanics, honestly. It's just so inconsistent, and it's supposed to be, well, you have to discover what the consistency is. Okay, you're targeting first there for once you're actually following your own targeting priority, which is good. 36 loads of pink balloons. This should be okay. Can we reach everywhere in this tree area here? By the roots? The root of our cause of issues. The tree. Okay, that's not so bad. At least it's not going to be instantly cancelled out by being near a lead balloon. Although later on you'll be able to pop any kind of balloon. Which is at level 16. Okay. Not as far as you think, because Obyn levels up really fast. Shattering Shells is now online, so as long as it's not a black zebra balloon, we can instantly kill something that is a ceramic or below. There we... No! Oh, for goodness sakes. Sometimes it's just not your day. And this is one of those not your days of all time. Oh great, again. Spawn anywhere other than where you are supposed to be, brambles. Nope, yellow balloon galore. Yellow balloon galore. Sometimes you move the cursor and the mortar does not even fire. It resets its fire rate. Okay, again. That's such a stupid spot to place your brambles. Okay, that's much better of an attempt, although these regrown balloons are going to give me some issues. If I don't target properly. There we go, that's better. Okay, hopefully we're out of the most difficult section of the game, though we still have 41 to consider. I love that when you're ceramic, it means we can instantly kill you. When you're black with a zebra balloon, it means that you have the chance to just whiff past our defenses. Oh, this is not looking good. Yeah, 41 is one of the rounds of all time. Okay, can you just stop spawning balloons around 41? I feel like I've been here for the past 2 minutes. Ah, no. How many zebra balloons are there on this round? Oh, there's just no end in sight to these zebra balloons. When is there an end? Explain to me how that was the first target on the screen, Obyn. Yeah, I think the word could has been an issue so far for this entire challenge. Oh, great. What is that for a spot? That's like in between the middle and the end of the track. That's not beneficial for either way, because now we're so vulnerable to any pink balloons that just somehow make it there and is... yeah, that was outside the blast radius. Tell me how that is first. Tell me how that was first, Obyn. Probably first depending on his line of sight of where the balloons are at that given time. It's like, it's the first... There you go, that was the first balloon in his range, rather than, let's say, trying to be a little bit more smarter. And, yeah, the zebra balloons just will not stop spawning. What is it with Ninja Kiwi and explosives? They really hate them by sending out an infinite amount of zebra balloons. Okay, that's sort of first, but at the same time, not really. Nope, 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 nope. A bunch of pink balloons are going to be impossible to stop because there's nowhere on this track that I can actually attack them. Nope, nope. We're going to neglect the other zebras on the screen here. Okay, let's try a different map. I think Sulphur Springs is going to be a much better map here. So you've got mid-map, and then you've got the really end here to do as much damage as Obyn physically possibly can. Thank you for regrowing into rainbows. I swear if we did not regrow to yellow balloon, rainbow balloons and stuck to zebra balloons, that would have been very, very bad. Stick to just targeting the strong balloons, Obyn. And this should be a very, very consistent round. Hopefully this does it. Hopefully. That round 41 was such a breeze in comparison to trying to do it on Tree Stump. By the way, this is an intermediate map, and Tree Stump is a beginner map. Sometimes things just don't add up, but I suppose it's just down to the towers in which you use. There we go. A good round 44 there by your boy. Oh, purple balloons. This is where the mortar will help Obyn out. People say there's no such thing as true RNG in Bloons Tower Defense 6. And I suppose the greatest example of that is a sentry gun engineer, where they place their sentries when it comes to retrying a round. You always find that they spawn in exactly the same place when you retry the round. It's just down to where the balloons are, and what the balloons are at that given moment determines on the RNG of the tower. Such as like where the spread is on Obyn at that given point in time, especially when you don't have increased accuracy. Oh, the one time I did not want the totems to affect their speed. Speed it up. No, that's not good. Oh, now my line is falling apart. Great. I can't make shoddy decisions like that going into the late game. I really can't. 52 Moabs, just hopefully. When did you fire a shell there, Mortar? Oh, guess what? When I moved you, it resets your fire rate. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good spaghetti there. I don't know why I'm so angry in this video. I know I can do this, but it's the game deciding to be bullshit every single time. And guess what? It's perfectly controllable if you don't move the cursor of your mortar shell, but at the same time, you still need to move it because that's where the target is. I swear once I get Blooncineration, I will be definitely happier. But relying on shattering shit, it's not the way forward. You can definitely tell I'm having fun with this now. Although we've got our wall of trees now, which is very good, we'll place you at the very end of the track here, and hopefully you don't touch the balloons just yet. It's just working out the rest of the run. Hopefully we can do this. Hopefully. Why did I decide to do this combination, honestly? Seems like so much fun. And so many times again where the mortar decides not to fire a shell because I moved its cursor. Right, no issues on this round because there's absolutely no chances that a default black balloon or zebra balloon will be on the field. Oh wait, we've got that in round 61, but we've got wall of tree now, which is very good. really good, and because we pre-deployed it, we've now got the ability ready for when we do have a zebra balloon onslaught, in which the next round will definitely be. Round 61, our objective is as follow: we grow them, but also pop these ceramics if we can, just so that we can slow down the amount of balloons which will be heading this way. Now, can we hold on? Please hold on for your dear life, wall of trees. Hold on for life. Hold on for life. Hold on for life. You can do it. There we go. We managed to swallow up all of the zebra balloons. You are the goat, Obyn. I'm not so scared about the purples making it to the water trees, but it's the ceramics I want to neutralize. The blasphemous ceramics that could make their way to the end of the track. I don't want that. And there we go. It did swallow up a ceramic. That's not good. That's not really good at all. Not good. Oh, no, 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 no. We managed it. Good. Okay, solo with shattering shells. I said solo with shattering shells. Thank you. Got pierce count there. Just like with everything in the game, it can be pierce count. And there it is. For tier 5, the only good upgrade along this cross path. But then again, you could probably just say that about any progression from placing down the tower all the way up to tier 5, but I at least find artillery battery and the big one enjoyable. Shattering shells is a moving cursor nightmare, and a fresh tree, why not? So now that we have done that little scenario there, hope you are having a lovely day where you are, whatever it is that you are doing. Maybe you are just planning on having some lunch, or are you about to go out to your 9-to-5 job? Good luck to your day. I hope the day goes really well for you, or at the very least, you don't run into any trouble. I think sometimes with certain days, it's all about avoiding the worst possible scenarios that could ever happen. Man, that sounds really dark. I didn't mean for it to sound dark, it just came out like that. I really do apologize. There was once a man named Flare Bloons. He once upon a time hated mortars, but now he kind of likes them. And I do agree, I do like mortars. But sometimes they're, the way in which they interact with the game just perplexes me. The napalm bomb is ready. Hehehe. Incinerate. Incinerate. We grow yellows at the end there. Did you imagine that? I could spend my remaining funds on Obyn, or I could just let him naturally get up to level 20, and hopefully by then he will be level 20 on 95, where we can then just summon a tree, or probably on round 94 we'll level up to level 20 so that he does have the best tree that he could possibly have down ready for 95. Nah, we're gonna do it the risky route, because every video I make on the channel is sort of a risk-get. Anyway, 79. We'll be able to solo this with Blooncineration? Likely. Very likely. Also, nowadays, people still say that the 025 Blooncineration is better. Before the top cross path of Blooncineration got his buffs, then yeah, I would have said that the rapid reload is a better cross pathing. But I'd still say that when it comes to buffing your Blooncineration with like a village and an alchemist and overclock and ultra boost, homeland defense, I think mainly homeland defense because of Pierce, then yeah, the rapid reload cross path is the better one. But when it comes to no external buffs, as in like icons appearing on the tower to indicate that it has something like increased fire rate, jungle drums, camo detection, radar scanner, etc. You always want to stick with 205 nowadays for your 2-tower chimps run. Or even like your 2 megapops run, honestly. And sometimes you find it's only possible to do an early game 2 megapops run with a Blooncineration by going with rapid reload over the bigger blast radius route. ZOMGs incoming! But we did it! We both did it. You know what? It's beautiful in a way. Not seen the fortified property on balloons. The only time we're going to really see them is on 97, because you cannot defortify ZMGs. I always thought that the Blooncineration needed a paint strip and monkey knowledge point to be able to defortify DDTs or decamify DDTs, but what was it again? No, wait, it's for shattering shells, not Blooncineration. That's where I got mixed up with the upgrades there, or the monkey knowledge points there. We could do with some extra burning stuff, but we can't because we play on chimps, the hardest of the modes. That's going to be a lot of ceramics to try and get through. So many ceramics to get through, but not enough. And 92 is going to be exception where it's a really difficult round for most combinations, but not this one because of the removal of the fortification property on all of these fortified Moabs. Okay, I hope these pools of lava are able to hold the line. We're going to need to do much more slower and much more intensive mortar microing if we're going to get through the likes of 96 and 98. DDTs, go away. No. I kind of want the water tree to be of a bit of a reserve rather than just relying on everything. It should be the last line of defense, not the first line of defense. 94 is going as well as you think it's going. Wait a minute, that's probably not really good then. Okay, that's gone. Okay, I definitely need this water tree ability for 95. That's definitely a thing which we need to rely on. 95, just this last one here. Last one there. Okay, Obyn is now at level 20, which means his water trees are even better. His brambles since level 16 are now even better. You're doing very good clear up there. And now water trees, I need you to hold, buddy. I need you to hold. I need you to hold against all these ceramics. Brambles do a little bit of damage there. And then hopefully as soon as possible we can replace this water tree since this is now heavily absorbed by balloons. How long can we hold on for? That is going to be a big question. Can we hold on to 96? That is a big thing. Okay, 96 mostly taken care of. If I can spawn you around 97 early enough, then that will be perfect because that means it gives us a lot of time to get our water trees ability back for 98. Okay, kind of popping these ZMGs just a little bit too quickly. Need these pool of lavas here. You did a lot of work on 95. Yeah, these water trees are really good. Oh, it's still absorbing them. Good. Very good. Very good. I'm surprised about how much this water trees can soak up. Good. Okay, let's now refresh the ability there. 97 will give us a lot of time to try to be able to get through all this. Hopefully we can knock out one of these ZMGs before the other one gets defortified by downscaling too quickly. Okay, maybe we're not downscaling fast enough. Okay, there we go. You are bandaged up, which is good. Put you over here. You are absorbing them, but not too many. Do I restart the round? Now we're going to stick with this because our water trees is now coming back. Fresh reset there. Fresh fill for 98. Okay, this is the difficult round. This is the round in which determines if we succeed or if we die. Okay, that is a heck of a lot of ceramics to try and get through. Yeah, that was such a swarm there. But I know what I died to that time, so therefore I can blame myself. I can't blame the game because there's just a huge titanic wave of ceramics there. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know about... I look very close though. Hold the line there. We're very close now. Just need these to not do that, actually. This is going to be a pierced cap and a half. Yeah, that was definitely going to be a pierced cap and a half there for our flames and our shells. In fact, everything. We just downscale these ZMGs too quickly. I think that's the problem here. But I just like to defortify all of the fortified BFBs. So I know I'm in the clear. That's good. We can hold up the rest of this round by just doing this. Okay, we can do it. Yes! Brilliant! Okay, 99. Let's freshly put down one of these. And then we'll be able to do it. Now I'm going to save the water trees for around 100 actually. Sounds silly, I know, but we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it this way. As soon as they start going down here, then do it. Yes! Okay, freshwater trees, and then when it comes to swallowing it with DDTs and some of the Moabs, we can then relay it down when they're about to escape the map. Okay, this is it, folks. This is the round, the attempt of all time, and we've got 1.9 million pops with Blooncineration as well. That's extravagant, but Obyn was the wall that held the line here. You, bad, have no chance here. Really no chance, even though you're very far into the map, but that's okay. That is pretty okay. Okay, brambles, good. Just keep you there. Continuous fire damage here. Okay, now you're there. Okay, I need to see you go down to Moabs. Okay, relay the trees. Maybe I needed to freshly start with the cursor at the back of the map here. I mean, at the front. You know what I mean. I just hope the run doesn't come down to totem RNG as well. I need the totems to be nearby, but because of where we are here, it's not going to be that difficult. Brambles, do your worst. Or your best, I mean. Okay, that's much better. That's actually much sooner because we started the round with the cursor over there. And relay the trees. And that's it, folks. That is the Blooncineration and Obyn run of all times. Just minus some of the 40s and I think one of the 50s, I don't remember now. But thank you all so much for watching. Sorry that the beginning of this video was A, on tree stump, and B, largely negative. I do apologize about that. I just know that when a combination works, it will work, but it's just getting to that point. And sometimes getting to that point is just absolutely annoying. Like round 95 was my first attempt on 95, but yet like sometimes on 41 it can be so stupid, and 39 as well. Ninja Kiwi just hates explosives in the early and mid game because hey, welcome to 1 bajillion Zephyr balloons to try and handle. Just give them another layer, which is rainbow, and then that'll be a much better scenario to try and work off of. Thank you ever so much for watching, everybody, and if for some other reason you know how to do this boss event, then please do let me know down in the comment sections below, because I haven't done a boss video in a while since Elite Phase on Flooded Valley, which I somehow find more doable than this. Create a support code Flare Bloons whenever you are in the store and you're about to purchase something. Input this creator support code and I'll get a tiny slice of a pie. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves. It doesn't matter how small or big the slice of a pie is, it's still a slice of the pie. Now I want to eat some pie.